metadata field that we're going to talk about today is the source field. The source field is the physical/logical location from which the data came from. You can kind of sometimes get this messed up when you're describing it with the host field. The host is your IP address, the name of the server, things like that, that sent the logs. The source is actually the location. So for example, if you watched my host video, we gave the example that if you were ingesting you were looking at a file that was a log that was written locally to your Splunk instance, the host would be the name of your machine. But the source would actually be the file path to that log. So if you're monitoring the same log on multiple different systems, the source can all be the same, but the host will differ. Or if you have a bunch of logs all coming from one machine, the host will all be the same, but you could have multiple sources. And so it's just a different way of identifying where the data came from. But the source is basically the physical, logical file path location, the script, or whatever that created your log. And so if we want to see the sources that your Splunk instance is ingesting, you can go back to the metadata command. The metadata command searches the Splunk metadata fields. It does not look at the raw, and so you must start it with a pipe. Anytime you're going to search fields that are not in your raw indexes, you're going to need to use the pipe command. And so I'm going to use pipe metadata, and I want to go look across all my indexes, and I'm looking for a type. We can see that the types that are right there are host, sources, and source types. Recognize they are plural. Please remember that. I'm going to type in type equals sources. I'll press enter, and I can see, you'll notice these are file paths. And because my Suricata events, they continue to age and then time out, and then it creates a new log with a timestamp, my source is constantly going to be changing to each of the new, each day as it moves forward and rolls the previous Suricata logs out. If you have a script, there's lots and lots of Suricata here. I can see here that this is my dpackage, auth log, this is syslog. So you can have them all over the place, and it will just basically tell you where these logs are coming from, which does kind of help you when you're trying to investigate. You find something you want to look into and you want to know where these logs came from, you can look at the source and it'll tell you the physical path where you should be able to find a copy of that log. I hope you find this useful. If you do, please like this video. Please subscribe to the channel. Any bit helps, and I really hope that this is useful and that you'll keep coming back. And I hope to be a part of your journey as you go from a lame Splunk user to a Splunk ninja.